For details, U.S. only.
For a limited time at VisionWorks, you can get 2 complete pairs of glasses, frames, lenses, the works, for just $49 on single vision glasses and $89 on progressives. And that's a good deal. But we offer that pricing on over 500 frames, which makes it a great deal. A great deal better than the other guys. Right now, buy 2 complete pairs of single vision glasses for just $49 or 2 pairs of progressives for only $89. VisionWorks, we're here to help you. Some restrictions apply. See store for details. Offer expires November 10th.
Hello, this is Dorsey Ridley. Quality education, good jobs, a strong economy, and improved infrastructure. I've stood in the halls of Frankfort fighting for these values. These are the values that will move Western Kentucky forward. I'm Dorsey Ridley, and I hope you will stand with me on November the 6th to ensure our region will continue to prosper and grow. I humbly ask for your vote to improve the quality of life in Kentucky. Paid for by Dorsey Ridley for State Senate.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
We are back on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Your time is 8:32. Take a look at the forecast right now, not the forecast, but let's take a look at our temperature right now as we get ready to talk to our community medical clinic person. It is 40 degrees here in Princeton. Good morning.
Good morning.
And your name?
Dawnia Green.
Dawnia. See,
yes.
I'm having difficulties. I apologize with that name.
No worries. It happens.
So you're here to talk about an event coming up.
Right. We have lots going on, as always, at Community Medical. On Halloween, we want to invite everyone out to this is going to be our 2nd annual Trunk or Treat. And we're over at 310 Hawthorne, which is where right behind Adsmore in that area. And so we hope everyone comes out and visits with us. We're going to have lots of treats for the children, and it's a fun afternoon, and it's a nice, safe place to bring the kids for Halloween. And it's really fun, I think, sometimes for the little kids who come in maybe and see one of our providers or our nurses, to kind of see them outside dressed up, giving out candy. And so that's fun.
So yes. The staff actually participate.
Oh, we are the ones who do it. So yes,
it's their trunks that you're treating out of.
It is our trunks that we're treating out of. And so everyone has a lot of fun doing that and dressing up and, making their own little special what would you say? Their own little special scenes and sets and all of those, and they go all out. Yeah.
I have seen, people on Facebook. I didn't know they did this. I thought trunk or treat, you just stand by your car and pass out the candy, but
no.
Yes, I've actually seen people who decorate their trunks and they just get all into it. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, we go all out. I mean, we had like Candyland last year. We had Legos. We had our provider, Beth Scheidler, she and her son were there with a Western theme. He's very active in rodeo. So, he was doing like lasso and all of those things that the children really enjoyed a great deal. I was dressed up like a lion. So, so it was a lot of fun.
So are you going to dress up this year?
Yes. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
So
I am going to dress up, and I do have my costume already. I'm not going to say what it is.
Okay.
Because I'm going to try to let my listeners guess. I'm going to give little hints. I don't have music to go with it, but I'm going to try to give them some little hints through the day, see if they can guess.
Okay, well, that'll be fun.
But I do enjoy the dress-up part. Trunk or treat, I don't really know how it got started, but I know it's a fairly new concept. I mean, within the last decade or so, I
think so, yes.
And what is the purpose? Like, for what reason do you think trunk or treat is better than how we used to trick or treat back in the day?
Well, I think a lot of people take advantage of both still. I mean, luckily, I think we're a small town where there's not as much safety concerns or as many safety concerns as there may be for some. But it is a nice way. I mean, you come to one location and you have 10, 15, or 20 people, and and most of the time it's in this area, we find that it's churches or those things that do this. So it's just a really safe environment where the kids can get lots of candies at one time. And it makes for a nice way to interact. I think when you're to do that in a different way other than just, it's the nurse there maybe to give you the immunization or something like that. And so all of a sudden that person is dressed up like candy corn giving you candy. It makes it a lot of fun for them.
Exactly. And so then when the kids do have to come in for the not fun stuff,
right? Maybe they still have a good memory.
Have a memory,
right?
Or if they've been there, like you said, they've been there for the not fun stuff, then they get to see, hey, there's another side,
right,
to going to
community medical.
Yes,
exactly,
yes,
exactly.
You're not just here to get stabbed, or get something stuck down your throat.
Right. Well, we're pretty good. We've got some good providers, so we always take good care of our little ones.
Oh yes, yes. And it's funny how we think we're taking great care, but that they don't really see it that way when it's time to do the bad stuff. But and that's great that you try to. I'm sure all of your staff tries to make it as easy as possible on these little kids.
Oh,
I know when my son was young, they had to. I think it took when he was 4. It took 3 or 4 nurses to hold him down, to give him a shot, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was mortified, but.
Well, our guys are.
That's one of those things you just can't help. I mean, the child's a rational fear that the child has.
Right, right.
And you've got to do your best to comfort them.
Sure. So we're really excited about this. It's going to be on Halloween, from 3:30 to 5:30.
Okay.
So.
And this is your second year, you said?
This is our second year.
Okay. What other sort of events does Community Medical Clinic offer for?
As far as events, we're not. I mean, we are a full-service family practice. We're not. This is just something we do with our staff and our providers enjoy doing. As far as community events, again, sometimes I think we need to clarify that we're not a community center. We are a full-service family practice that offers the full range of quality health care, from pediatrics into elder care to chronic care management. So we are there for all of your health care needs, but this is kind of our one time of year which we can kind of reach out and have a lot of fun and interact with particularly the young kids in that way. Also, some of the things we have going on right now, it's flu season. So we're really trying to get everyone to come in and to get their flu shots taken. It is predicted to be a pretty harsh flu this year, so we're wanting...
Oh, is it?
It is.
Okay, I had not heard that.
So, yes, so we're wanting everyone to kind of come in and get that taken care of on the early end of that, and especially if you have, asthma or diabetes or any of those things that increase your risk from complications, from having the flu. So we want to make sure that those get in. It's also the time of year that we're doing our wellness visits. So if you're one of our patients and you haven't done that yet, please give us a call and schedule those, because those are really important for us to make sure that we've got the right kind of plan to keep you healthy, because that's one of the things we do. We don't want to just be there when you're sick. We're there to keep you healthy and that type of preventative care as well.
I'll tell you what, we'll be right back. We're going to talk a little more about that. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
We're going to see some beautiful sunshine and warm temperatures near 63 today. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low near 42. Tomorrow, sunny again, high near 64. Again, today's forecast is calling for sunny skies with highs around 63.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza.
Whether it's a new addition to your home, a family vacation, or just keeping up with the bills, let ABC Finance and its friendly staff help you with your needs. ABC Finance can help you get through the tough times and the good times. Whatever life throws your way, ABC Finance can help. So stop by and see Jody, Sarah, or Virginia today at ABC Finance, located on 62 West, the Princeton Plaza in Princeton. Phone 270-365-7444.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress of Hopkinsville has prices so low, they're scary. Save now now on living room, dining room, and bedroom sets with the best selection of all the brands you know and trust. They offer 12 months no interest and free delivery for all military. Time to ditch that nightmare of a mattress? Avoid the ghastly high prices at the other places and stop in today to take advantage of the spectacular savings. Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, 2519 Fort Campbell Boulevard, Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Okay, we are back with Ms. Green from the Community Medical Clinic here in Princeton.
Yes.
We were talking before we went to break, we were talking about flu season. So typically, when does flu season start?
Really, right around this time of year. We're already seeing a few cases in each of our clinics. We have the clinic here as well as one in Hopkinsville and in Oak Grove. We are beginning to see a little bit of flu trickle in. I think it sometimes hits a little heavier, further into late November, into the spring, early spring, like February, March area. But but right now is when they are recommending that you go ahead, you get the shot that you get on the front end of that, so that you don't run any risk at all.
Yeah, I was thinking more November is what was in my head, so I was surprised to hear that you had some cases already. Now, the flu that's going around this year, I know like every year it seems like it's a new strand, they say.
Right.
And so the flu shot that you had last year is not going to work. They've got to get new flu shots. And
right. No, you have to have one every year.
Well, right. I mean, I knew that, but they have to, does it not have to be a different type of
they
shot
do tweak it a little bit depending on what they see, the CDC
and how do they
handles.
predict that?
That would be on a CDC level demographics curve that's a little out of
over your head.
Well, or at least
out
I
of your knowledge
don't
base.
have privy to exactly how they handle that. But I mean, they do watch that. They do look at those strains, on a cellular level, and then they figure out what's going to be the best way to protect you from the widest range range of that. So I mean, and they're pretty good at it.
Now, is it a myth that you can get the flu from getting a flu shot?
Yes, that is a myth. As once in a while, I mean, you may have, and again, most people do not have any reaction to it at all, perhaps maybe just a little sore arm or, those kinds of things. But once in a while, someone will have a reaction in which maybe they don't feel very good for a day or two, but it is certainly not as serious as the flu. And I think if you've not ever had the real flu, you will, you might think, oh.
You're a lucky person.
Exactly. You're a lucky person, and you will think like, oh, I felt bad for a day or something like that. That was not the flu. The flu is very, very serious. The complications can be extremely serious. People, do indeed die every year from the flu. So, I mean, and especially, again, if you are in one of those categories that increase your risk for complications from that. So, I mean, it's serious, and that's why we want you to go ahead and get in, and, it's just a quick shot, and that's it. And most of the time, there's no negative reaction at all.
Right.
And again, always check with your provider, and our providers take very good care and know just, who's going to need it and who doesn't and those things. So, but give us a call and get in for that. And we take all insurances and or no insurance. If you're uninsured or underinsured, we can help you there.
So what is the cost of a flu shot if you don't have insurance?
$25.
$25 to get the flu shot.
So yes, so you can give us a call and we'll get you in, and you can, pay for that on a cash basis. We also offer a sliding scale at Community Medical Clinic. So, again, if you are uninsured or underinsured, we're able to look at that and accommodate everyone.
Now, you mentioned the flu can be fatal.
Sure.
In the fatal cases, could those have been prevented by early intervention, or, is that if you get the flu, it could get serious quick?
Well, I think a lot of times then, the young children and the elderly are more susceptible to complications. Again, if you have multiple chronic conditions, if it's all of those things, then anything can throw your system dramatically. Sure. And obviously with small children, their systems are more susceptible to any kind of impact such as that going on,
right.
as well as the elderly, then
Right.
that's what it is. But again, I mean, all of those are kinds of questions for your provider specifically,
I see.
which is why you need to come in and get a shot, because they can guide you as to, how serious for
What your risk factors
what your
are.
risk factors are exactly.
Okay. What other isn't there a vaccine also for pneummonia?
There is.
And is that one? I don't hear a whole lot about it, but I've heard some.
Again, that would be something you need to
well.
discuss with your provider.
Okay.
Again,
that's not pushed as much as the flu vaccine then.
Again, I know we're not advertising that as much. I think there are different. I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. There are different standards for who might be at greater risk for that.
Who might benefit the most.
Who might benefit the most from that. So again, that would be something that you'd want to, always discuss with your provider.
Okay. Do you at Community Medical Clinic, do you provide health fairs of any kind throughout the year? Is that something maybe in the works?
We go to health fairs, yes.
Okay.
We do not sponsor.
You do not present them, like you said, sponsor them, hold them for the community?
Right. There's a health fair here in Princeton in the spring. We're always involved in that.
Okay.
Actually, just 2 weeks ago, we were over at the one in Hopkinsville. So
Okay.
we do absolutely, participate in those type of things,
Sure.
to making sure the community knows that we're out there.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say? Again, let's talk about the times.
Right. No, the trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Yes. So again, that's on Halloween, and we certainly hope that you come out to visit us. We're going to have a lot of fun, and our staff is already excited and planning their trunks and their costumes and all of those things. So definitely, when you're out trick or treating, please, bring the kids by and get lots of candy and see all that we've done, because the staff is very excited and having a good time planning it all.
Yes, and I'm sure the kids are excited for Halloween to come on.
Oh, absolutely. And it'll be 3:30 to 5:30.
3:30 to 5:30. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dawnia, for joining us
Thank
this
you.
morning. WPKY time is 8:48, 1580, 103.3.
Keynotes, pickups, plectrums, and slides right here. Holy guitar strings. WPKY